What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I'm going to get right into the topic for the day. Today I want to speak on a comment that I heard a manager, a Bill Cosby manager, a guy by the name of Andrew Wyatt, right? And Andrew Wyatt made a comment on a recent podcast, and he said that he thought that Puff Daddy should have left the country, way before they had an opportunity. The federal government had an opportunity to arrest him. He thought that like right after the situation, like the settlement with Cassie came, he thought that Puff Daddy should have left the country, right? Like Russell Simmons. But I just want to say that, in my opinion, I think that Puff Daddy, his situation, like he probably didn't have an opportunity to run. His situation was different, and by that I mean Puff Daddy has three sons, right? So let's say that Puff Daddy was able to get out of this country successfully, before the warrants and before it really got hot, right? I think because of who Puff Daddy is dealing with, I think that would have put his sons on, that would have put his sons at risk. And like, because now you can already see that one of his sons, like what's the one the one named King or something like that, is already facing allegations of an incident that he had on a boat with a young lady, right? So the like the people that are coming after Puff Daddy, and I don't believe it's just the federal government. I believe that um, you know some people with maybe that are affiliated with what's that the Ciroc, the people for the liquor manufacturer. I think those people are behind all of this. But you have to realize that these people are not above going after not just you, but your family members. And so, like I said, Puff Daddy's son is already in, the one named King Combs is already in trouble, right? He's already facing some allegations. And then on top of that, who knows like what other charges can be brought against his other two sons. So Puff Daddy, in my opinion, is in a position where as though he couldn't leave the country, because like I said, that would have put all of his sons at risk. These people are that like Puff Daddy are up against are about not only destroying his legacy, destroying him financially, but they want to destroy his legacy. And part of Puff Daddy's legacy is his sons. So in order for Puff Daddy to maybe have a chance of rescuing or not like putting his sons in any danger, I think it's been made clear to him that he needs to face the music himself. Um, that's why I don't even think like Puff Daddy will be able to bring certain people down. Like he may be able to bring people down that are like on his level, or people that are lower, but like people who are above him, I don't think Puff Daddy will be able to bring him down. Because if you notice, Puff Daddy has so far he's like the only one who's been charged in this, right? And so if this is a like in order for him to have like conspiracy and RICO charges, like you have to have more than one person. But so far it's just him. And you know that he's like if he was involved in doing all this that they say he was doing, that he had people that had to arrange this stuff, people who had to make appointments, make phone calls to get people in, and people to help him organize these functions and these events. He also needed people who was people who monitor cameras, people who install those cameras and stuff that everybody's talking about. So it's not just Puffy, right? Everybody knows that it's not just Puffy. But I think in order for Puffy to like I said, to spare his sons, I think that's why the charges have gone public, like about his son. Now, if he don't cooperate, in my opinion, I think if he don't cooperate or do as he's told, I think that what's going to happen is like financially they're going to destroy him, and they're going to destroy his legacy. Like if he tried to bring down people who you would be considered like to be above him. And I don't think that it works that way. I don't understand why Puffy even thought that he would like those cameras. Excuse me. I don't even know why he thought that like filming those encounters and stuff like that would give him leverage. All that has done really is put him more so at risk. It's put like more so like it's giving the government and the powers to be leverage over some of his friends, like people that they may want to go after, people that they may want to control in the future. Is giving them leverage over those kind of people. But when you talk about people who are like execs over top of Puff, that it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And so for that reason, that's why I think Puffy couldn't leave the country. See, Russell Simmons, he left the country when he saw the writing on the wall for other people, right? And so there was a few allegations about him, a couple allegations about him, and so he knew that things was going to get hot, and they probably was going to come after him, so he left the country. But the thing about Russell Simmons is Russell Simmons have daughters, right? And so it's different. A lot of times, daughters, when you have these kind of situations where people are trying to destroy you and destroy a man's legacy, a lot of times they don't mess with the wives and the daughters, right? And you can check, you can like research that in history, like even countries that go to war with other countries, like usually they don't mess with the women. Like the women, they don't mess with the women, but the men and the boys, they usually they usually like deal harshly with the males of the of of the of the organization or the people that they're going after. They deal with the males. The women not so much, because they don't really fear in the future that the women were going to be a threat. And so that's why I think Russell Simmons was able to fall through the cracks, is because Russell Simmons, like I said, he have two daughters that I know of. I don't think he have any sons, but yeah, a lot of times when they want to destroy your legacy, they go after you financially, and then they go after like your offspring, your male offspring. And so I think Puff Daddy, he knows that. He been in the business long enough to see how like these people operate. And yeah, that's why I don't think Puff Daddy would have been able to leave the country. Even if he had been able to get out of the country, like I said, that would have put his boys at risk. I think though, because of I think that this is all about just destroying his legacy, destroying him financially, and all he can really hope for now is that, because they got him, so really all he can hope for now is that they don't really come down too hard on his boys. And so we'll see, what happens to his boys. But like this situation, like is really deeper than what we might think. Like it's deeper than like the like what people hear about what's going on with the baby oil, and people hear about like what's on the tapes and who's on the tapes. It's deeper than that. People, these people that are coming after Puff Daddy to take him down, like I said, they want everything. They're not going to stop until they get everything. They already got Puff Daddy. He can he can cancel Christmas for real, because it's for him. It's they got him, but it's a matter of getting him now to cooperate to the point where as though it want to, he can somewhat save his sons and not put them in any more danger than what they're in. He's dealing with some serious people, and he should know, because this is a game that he's played for like 30 years himself. So he should have some type of idea of like what these people are capable of. Like, like the average person, the average person, like looking at this and looking at what's going on, they just looking at like I said, they're looking at the surface, the tapes, who on the tapes. They getting caught up in like like the baby oil and stuff like that. But this is something that goes way deeper than that. Like I said, and Puff Daddy knows that because he has been in a position, he's had power over other people, and he knows what he was capable of doing to people when he had power over them. So he can only imagine what what those people who have power over him, what they're willing to do. So when the guy Andrew Wyatt said that, he was surprised that Puffy didn't leave the country. It's not that easy. It wouldn't have been that easy. And I think, truth be told, if the powers that be really wanted Russell, what's his name, Russell Simmons, they could find a way to really to get at him. You know, they may not be able to extradite him, but there are other things that, what I mean, other ways and stuff that they could really go at him. Like I don't think there's a place on this earth that you can really hide when the government wants you, or the powers that be when they want you. There's nowhere on this earth that you can hide. People might think so, but the best thing to do is to not even put yourself in those kind of situations where you might feel that things might go bad between you and and the powers that be, because ain't no win right there. But that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you think, if you disagree, let me know, you think that Puff Daddy would have been able to run. He'd have been able to, just once he'd have ran, it'd have been over with, and then they would have just left his they would have left his sons alone. I don't think so. But if you think so, tell me why you think he would have been able to get away, sell his businesses, and just live in some other country, like like Russell Simmons. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll check you all out on my next video. Peace.